here's the deal. Do you give up your spot? Do you give up your spot if someone rolls up and asks you for your spot nicely or not nicely? If they don't ask nicely, then screw them. They ain't getting my spot. But his question here is, I think, an interesting one, right? Do you give up your spot if somebody walks up and says, hey, that's my favorite spot. Can I stand there? Let's say you're at stick left one or stick right one, or maybe even on one of the ends. You love the ends so much, and someone wants to shoot from there. What do you do? Like, that's kind of a forward question, frankly. I don't know if I've ever asked anybody to get into my favorite spot. I've waited for my favorite spot, but I've never asked a stranger to move. I've asked friends to move, which is fine because if you're playing with friends, you actually, I've done it where we've been in the spots and switched spots during the game to make sure you can shoot from where you want to shoot from. I don't know that I've ever been asked by somebody I didn't know. And my instinct here is to say no, I wouldn't move. I wouldn't move if I was in my spot because I wanted to shoot from there. You know what I'm saying? If I was actually an accomplished dice influencer and I needed to be at one of those two spots or whatever to get my shot going, I wouldn't move because that's what I'm there for. I'm there to make money for me. So no, I'm not moving. If I'm there farting around and I'm just hucking them and I don't care where I stand other than it's where I showed up and I have drinks coming, then I would probably move. If it means that much to somebody, I don't care. I'd probably ask them, like, what do you want? You want to shoot from here? It's like that, or you just like superstitious? To me, it's kind of I don't know if like I said, I've never been asked. I'm not sure I would ever ask somebody, but probably I would move if I didn't care about shooting from that spot. If I was there to shoot from that spot, I would not move. I would say, sorry, this is where I like to shoot from. I'll stay here. And frankly, what I've done before too, and just so you know, if your shooting spot is left or right of stick, which most people who like to do a controlled shot like to be close to stick because it shortens the distance. What I typically do, I'm not sure if I can demonstrate this, but what I typically do is let's say that right now, I'll move myself over. Here, I'll guess this side. Let's say that I'm right next to stick, right? When it's not my turn to shoot, or like the guy next to me over here is going to be shooting, what I'll do is I'll put my hand on my chips and I'll step back and I'll be out in the aisle. I'll step way off the table and let that person basically snuggle up to where I was just standing. Like, I'll make room for them during their shot on either side. I just put a hand on my chips and I step way back and I'm out in the aisle. That way I'm still on my spot. I've had doers give me shit for like not being on my spot. Hand is on the spot and lean back and just kind of take a step away. That person can step all the way up into my grave basically and shoot from where they want to shoot from. So given where I am, one spot right or one spot left of me, I can make available by just making myself small, right? That's probably the compromise you should go for, I think. I don't think give up your spot is ever an option, but I do think making room for somebody who wants to shoot from where you are, easy to do. And I think that's the way I would probably handle it, is like, no, it's my spot. I need to shoot from here, but I'll make sure and clear out room for you when it's your turn. And just, again, get yourself out of the way, leave your hand in there, and done. Yeah. I did say snuggle, old Bay Craps. I did say snuggle on up to me, right? That's totally fine to do that. All right. There we go. Okay. What? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Louis. Yeah, you did notice that. I made room. Right? I make room for my guys, right? East Coast wanted to shoot from where he wanted to shoot from. I just got out of the way. I was walking around while he was shooting. I was kind of, I don't know. I don't hold on to my spot like a teddy bear, but I want to make sure when I got throw, I was where I wanted to be, and that's a big thing. So, all right, there we go. That's my mid-mo-yo. Here's the deal. Question of the week answer. Proper video on that coming soon. So hopefully that helped. Now let's go to our daily dose of DI. Oh, Darksider, by the way, will not spot make a difference. If you're a shooter and it matters to you, it does make a difference. That extra 2 feet can make a big difference if you're trying to do a controlled toss, right? You're used to your distance of throwing. It's like in baseball, second baseman can't play third base. Not because they can't field, it's because the throw is different. That extra distance makes a huge deal. So yeah, I think it does matter.